The Corpus Christi Independent School District is one of several ISDs in South Texas requiring clear backpacks this school year. There are also other dress code changes you need to be aware of. District officials say this is just one of the ways to keep students safe. 3 News reporter Simonè Simpson shows us how these rules help maintain attendance rates.
Well, safety is always our #1 priority in light of all the recent incidents, in the state and across the country.
Ron Knipes is the Director of Admissions, Attendance, and Student Support Services for CCISD.
So when we were implementing the policy, we looked at other districts' websites, and I know Beeville was one, Dallas ISD. There are several others that have implemented the same policy.
Policies that aim to protect students and staff.
400 to over 1,000 kids in a school allows them easy access. They don't have to actually go through the backpack, but they can look at the backpack and make a quick determination that there's something unsafe in the backpack.
But they won't need to worry about backpacks if students aren't in their seats in time for roll call.
We're wanting to find out what the root cause. Why are they not attending? And what can we do to help?
Jennifer Noyola is the district's coordinator for attendance, dropouts, and leave prevention. She says the attendance of the high schools has the district's attention.
So right now, all our high schools are at below 90%. So definitely we need to focus on our high schools. So our attendance officers are at the high schools. And so it's just looking at which students, had that issue last year.
Noyola acknowledges that sometimes students are the product of their environment.
We have placed social workers throughout the campuses, throughout our district, and seeking resources out in the community.
Noyola says initiatives that offer clothing, supplies, and simply communicating can make a difference.
And sometimes it's not a matter of, it's us reaching out to them and letting them know that we're here to help. But we don't want to just automatically take them to court. We don't want to automatically, do that. Like even the judges are looking, what kind of resources, what are we doing?
Students having the ability to advance to the next grade level is only one factor with attendance.
The funding is also needed so that we can make sure that we're providing them with the up-to-date materials.
Noyola doesn't want parents to hesitate to reach out if they need help.
Reach out at the campus level, at the administration building. We will lead that parent to wherever we need to find the resources that they're asking for.
The thought of student loans can make anyone shudder, especially if you want to pursue higher education. With inflation at sky-high levels, many students are seeking a more financially savvy way to bypass college and have an instant career. Simonè shows us how enrollment and interest is increasing in these trades.
I wanted to start because it's a high demanding trade right now, especially within the next 10 years. It's going to be too hot. I mean, it's hot right now. It's 102 degrees outside.
Jordan Cantu graduated from Del Mar College with a Level 1 certificate in air conditioning applied technology while still in high school, earning him a job quickly after graduation.
Trades are unique. It's not something that everyone can do. You have to have your own skill.
Originally, Jordan wanted to pursue mechanical engineering, but the thought of debt was daunting.
For me, I like to multitask with doing things. So I can do this and probably take apart this panel, rewire it, do whatever I need to do.
It's just a stepping stone to what their future career could be.
Larissa Duke is the college and career counselor at Cal Allen High School, which offers more than 42 CTE or career and technical education courses. Duke said some can be complete in a few months and some in a year or two.
I see a lot of students there. I just want to make money, Ms. Duke. I just want to get into the workforce and start, I don't want to go to a 4-year degree.
In Ingleside ISD, sparks are flying.
I think it's really important because college really isn't for everyone.
Lino Solis is a senior at Ingleside High School and said he feels having a certificate gives him options.
Because say college doesn't go my way, I have a certificate and I could go into a workforce that has to do with welding.
When they get out, they're ready to go into the field and work.
Ingleside High School principal Dr. Steve Edlin said the 185 students enrolled in CTE all earned their certificates. The district offers 9 CTE programs.
I have a student that graduated straight from high school, was hired from a local company straight from one of our interview days, and in about 3 years, he's going to be making more than I do.
Proving hard work pays off when learning tricks of the trade.
It's definitely not easy. It's a challenge, but if you want to do it, do it.
As the fall semester begins, South Texas school districts continue to look at new ways to enhance safety protocols on campus while following the new law. Governor Greg Abbott recently signed a measure requiring an armed officer at every campus in our state. Simone explains how the CCISD is making sure they are following the new bill.
Keeping our babies safe. That's what it's about. Why do we do that? We're going to put an armed person there just in case someone has ill intent, they'll be able to handle it.
Police Chief Kirby Warnke has been serving the Corpus Christi Independent School District for 26 years.
We've been doing bond elections for a long time, and safety has been a critical part of that.
Chief Warnke says CCISD's police department has been working on plans to improve safety since House Bill 3 was introduced.
So we had to add 33 new full-time positions to cover our elementary campuses. We are now down to 22. So we've been hiring furiously.
I think they should have done this a long time ago. I'm glad that it's finally got done.
Officer and father of two, Oliver Buendia, says House Bill 3 should give parents peace of mind.
I have Gracelyn Buendia, she is 7, and then I have Bryce Buendia, she is 4.
Gracelyn is one of millions of the faces the bill is aiming to protect.
I feel more at ease knowing the fact that there is an armed person in every school now. I think every parent would feel more at ease. They're our future.
Chief Warnke says the reason he still has some jobs open is because he's looking for quality over quantity.
We're going to try to get as many positions filled as fast as we can, but we don't want to rush it. We want to make sure we got the right people for the right job.
At least 2 South Texas school districts have shifted to a 4-day school week this year, allowing for teachers to instruct additional classes or provide tutoring sessions students may need. One byproduct and hope from this move is attracting and retaining more teachers. Once again, our Simone Simpson walks us through the innovative decision and the districts taking advantage of this new school week.
It not only gives our staff, but as well as our students, the much needed mental break that they sometimes need.
Tanya Williams is the principal of Gillette Middle School in Kingsville ISD. She says Fridays now create possibilities that wouldn't have been possible for students before.
We're also offering physical innovation stations such as aerobics, yoga, things of that nature that we're not typically able to do during the traditional school day.
8th grade U.S. history teacher Juan Marino is hoping students will use Fridays to work hard, then play hard.
Catch up on any work that they need so we can help them. If any of our students are behind, we're there to work with them a little bit more one-on-one.
That's saying something that during the time of a teacher shortage that we've been able to fill our vacancies fairly quickly.
Superintendent of Kingsville ISD, Dr. Sissy Reynolds Perez, says only having 2 vacancies amongst 200 teachers who are on board with the 4-day school week is a big deal.
Many teachers have said, oh, okay, now I have time to actually go and participate with my students in a yoga class, or maybe just with teachers in a yoga class. Something to bring us back centered and focused on what we need to work on, rejuvenate.
Meanwhile, 72 miles away in George West ISD.
I left a school district that I worked in for 25 years to come to George West.
Kelly Wigington is a 4th grade science and social studies teacher at George West Elementary School. She was overjoyed when she heard the news of George West ISD adopting the 4-day school week.
I value my time with my family. I've got 3 grandkids. I've got a new one on the way.
For her, that Friday will give her the extra time she needs, family time.
We want to assure our parents and staff that we've got you. We've got you taken care of for the school year.
Dr. Roland Quesada is the superintendent of George West ISD.
Parents will not have to worry about finding an extra babysitter to pay more out of their pocket. So we've been able to partner up with some good agencies that will help us.
The Boys and Girls Club, along with the district's ACE program, will lend a hand for the 4-day school week. But without the help of teachers, none of this would be possible.
I'm excited that we're actually 100% staffed in George West Independent School District. We have filled all our vacancies, and I couldn't tell you that last year at this time.
Teacher turnover is forcing school districts around the country to get creative when it comes to attracting teachers and incentivizing them to stay. 3 News reporter Simone Simpson shows us how George West ISD is relying on various tactics to entice educators.
Alice ISD has become my family.
Before turning to a career in education, 6th grade math teacher Maria Ibanez worked with children in a different way.
Before this, I was a CPS worker. I wanted to help the children before. I was an investigator, so before we go and remove them.
But 15 years ago, she decided she would rather help kids thrive in a different way and came to work at William Adams Middle School.
I've been working with some of these teachers for my whole entire career.
That type of dedication inspires Alice ISD's new superintendent, Anicia Trevino.
If they've been in the business for 10, 15 years, they're in the business because they love it.
Trevino says teachers like Ibanez bring so much value to the district.
Because they have experiences, they already know the curriculum, and we don't have to worry about retraining them.
But finding teachers doesn't come with a cheat sheet.
Not an easy task when everyone is searching for teachers.
The district still needs to fill several positions and is incentivizing new teachers by offering a starting salary of $53,500.
Well, we have about 10, 15 vacancies that still need to be filled for the upcoming school year.
But none of those openings are at William Adams Middle School.
They drive from Corpus, Calallen, and to come and teach at our school.
And Ibanez said the family atmosphere is a big reason why.
5 years ago, my dad passed away, and my colleagues just took over. I stepped back in the classroom, and it was like if I hadn't been gone.
Knowing her students were taken care of meant everything to her.
I've built so many relationships with my children, my students.
William Adams Middle School Principal Dr. Sidonio Cantu is hoping the new school year will produce more Miss Ibanez for years to come.
I am excited to start this new year with our students. I can't wait to see them back.